Happy hump day, my people. And you know who it is. It's your favorite fat girl Snoop. And you know why I am here. And that's to bring you the latest celeb deets from these streets. Let's get into how Pretty Ricky's spectacular Blue Smith knocked a Disney World worker the hell out. Allegedly. Yes, you heard that right. So Spectacular was recently arrested for allegedly knocking out a Disney World worker, and the worker told the cops that he actually tried to block Smith from fake sneezing and joking about having the Rona. So he was at Walt Disney World Animal Kingdom this past Monday night, where he allegedly was pretending to sneeze before saying the word, the C-19, if you know what I mean. Now, according to the police report, the Disney World worker didn't think his little stunt was funny, and I do mean little, because he is quite little, but that's not what I meant when I said little stunt. I want him to know, to make that clear. Okay, so he made it. The worker actually let it be known that he didn't find what Spectacular was doing to be very funny. I mean, after all, you know, these people are working for thousands and thousands of people coming in there. You know, people may have the Rona, some people may not have the Rona, but they're taking that chance by working at Disney World. So when Spectacular was saying, hey, sneezing and all that jazz, and saying that, oh, I got the Rona, you know, the worker wasn't feeling it. And he told him, hey, I'm not feeling it, bruh. That's just my words. But it was allegedly Spectacular responded that I thought it was. So then the report goes on to say that the employee then tried to get the rapper to get out of line. And allegedly the worker told Spectacular, if you think it's hilarious, well, let me see how, hilarious you think it is now that you have to get out the line. And Spec refused to get out the line. And the employee allegedly put his arm out to block Spec from moving any further in the line. Now, here's where things went left. Now, according to the police report, the Pretty Ricky frontman punched the employee on the right side of the jaw. So just picture your head, the right side of your jaw, like basically in the middle of your temple and your actual jaw. So, and also cops say that Spec's son told them that his dad lost his balance falling to the ground while trying to duck under the worker's arm. So I don't see how that could be, but that's according to the kid. And when he reached out for something to grab, he accidentally punched the worker in his face. Now, okay, son. Okay, what can I say? I'm trying to picture how Spectacular was ducking under the arm, but ended up socking the poor Walt Disney World employee in the face. So police also allege the Disney worker told them that he was so much in shock that he lost consciousness. And the staffer was taken to the nearby hospital, and it turned out that he actually suffered a concussion. And also, according to the Popo, there were witnesses who also heard Spec and the employees' little exchange, so to speak. And cops say there were also others who witnessed that Spec allegedly punched the employee. Now, Speck was arrested for battery, but since he has posted a $500 bond. Now, since then, Spectacular took to his Instagram account after getting arrested, and this is what he said. He says that the more success you have as a black man, the bigger target you are. He said that there are two sides to every story, and that he's going to wait for his lawyer to go ahead and give the full account of his side. And he ended his post with, y'all know my character. Now, do we really know your character? I mean, after all, isn't his brother also allegedly also in courts for doing some C-19 fraud? But that's not my business. Okay, so you guys know that there's one thing that I love, and that's a good cheating scandal. I love it. I live for it. Okay, so there's some piping hot tea going around that involves a certain Nigerian rapper, a model, and his fellow celebrity girlfriend. Now, Burna Boy is now being accused of cheating on his longtime love, British rapper Stefflon Don, with a woman named Jo Pearl. Now, Pearl is said to be a model / businesswoman, and she has come forward alleging that her and Burna have been seeing each other for about 2 years, even while him and Stefflon were together. Now, can we say entanglement? Yeah, man, entanglement. Okay, so she claims that she thought that Burna's relationship with Stefflon was nothing more than a publicity stunt. Oh, yes. Here is what she said on social media. She goes, I knew what was going on with him and Stefflon, but I thought this relationship was fake anyway. There's no way this boy is going to date someone like that, only because of the things he's told me with his African heritage, his love for black women, African women. So I thought it was a publicity stunt. She goes on, for the past 2 years, we've never stopped seeing each other. It's been like the elephant in the room that we chose not to discuss, and we just go about things like it doesn't exist. I was just in love, and I've always been in love for 2 years, and I've been seeing him for 2 years. I've just always been in the background. Yes. Okay. All right. Let's calm down. Okay. Now she goes on. She says, in the past 2 years, he has never mentioned the person I see him with on social media. She's talking about Steph to my face. That person never gets acknowledged. It's like she doesn't exist in our world. Correction, boo. You mean your world, because he's been parading Steph along all kinds of red carpets. So anyways, she alleges that Burna slid into her Insta DMs 2 years ago, and she at first ignored him before replying. After that, she claims they met and they quickly fell in love. She also claims that Burna basically moved her into his house in London and talked about them getting married and having twins. Now, isn't that kind of high schoolish for him to say? I mean, remember that lust feeling back in the day when we used to meet somebody cute and we used to say, oh my God, we're going to get married and have a boy and girl twins. Okay. I'm getting serious. Okay, so she goes on. She says, I feel like what he made me feel like when I met him made me feel like love at first sight. He just gravitated towards me. He's very sweet. His words actually worth his actions. Not only will he tell me like he loves me and other personal things, he actually showed me this is somebody that wanted me around. This is somebody who I basically moved in with. She also goes, I was with him everywhere. I was with him at his house. I liked that for the first time. I felt like someone needed me. Usually I feel like the dependent one. He was so caring, so touchy-feely, so emotional and expensive of his feelings. He was falling for me from what he was showing me. We loved each other. He said, you're going to be my wife. I'm going to marry you. You're going to have twins. You're my sweet salon jollof. That's what he calls me. Now, keep in mind, she claims that she came forward because she got tired of protecting him from social, protecting him basically from social media. And she didn't care if she actually got any social media backlash. She says that my sole purpose of doing this video is to simply be heard. I know people are going to watch and scrutinize me on social media, and that's fine. I've come to terms with that at this point in time. I don't really care anymore. I feel like 2 years is such a long time for a person to be hidden. I just feel like I'm going to burst. This has affected me in so many ways. I can't hold it anymore to protect people who probably won't protect me if the roles were reversed. And she also denies that she has came forward with these allegations because of clout. She said that she simply is doing this because she feels like she is about to burst mentally and that she is in a bad place. And she really doesn't want any gain from this. Now, all I gotta say, boo, I feel you. Let your feelings out. Hey, this keeps people like me alive, okay? This is what I live for. But all I gotta say is, girl, if he don't claim you, okay, with the world, okay, you're not on any red carpets, okay, you're not on any of his Instagram posts. It's all about social media these days. Then, baby, you don't exist. Period, poo. I'm just saying. Okay, so, but in celebration of Wife Crush Wednesday, go to my fatgirlsnoop.com page and let's play a little game of who would you rather for Burna Boy, Joe Pearl or Stefan? And I'll share my results on Friday. And lastly, let's get into some Caucasian rich people problems. So, in case you haven't heard, Erica Jane, she stars in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Her and her husband, Tom Girardi, we've all seen their lavish lifestyles play out on the show. And it was later learned that they used this lavish lifestyle with the money that was intended for plane crash victims. And now they're hiding assets with a fake divorce. Now, this is according to a new lawsuit. Now, they are now being dragged into court by a law firm, Elderson, who is suing him for allegedly embezzling some coins from a settlement that was supposed to be used to pay the families of victims of the crash of the Lion Air Flight 610. Now, according to the lawsuit, it represents the plaintiffs in the Lion Air litigation, and it claims that Tom used the settlement cash to fund his outrageous lifestyle with Erica. Now, the lawsuit also claims that Girardi also needed the money to help keep his own law firm afloat, and alleges that it was in financial peril from various loans. And get this, the lawsuit also claims that Erica filed the divorce for Tom in order to help him hide some dinero. Okay? And they claim that when they announced that their divorce back in November, it was just all fake. It was nothing more but a sham. Now, so far, Erica Jane, who's usually a big mouth behind the scenes, she has been very, very quiet. But I promise you, I am snooping this out, and I will let you guys know as the story develops. Oh, I really appreciate you guys listening, but that is my time for today. So let me know your 2 cents on, did that poor Disney worker deserve to get knocked the fuck out by a member of a C-list boy band member? Did he? The happiest place on earth. What the hell? And what do you think about the Burna Boy cheating allegations? And do you believe that Erica Jane will go that far to save some cash? Remember, if you like this podcast, please click like and subscribe so you can hear my 2 cents every day. And you know where you can find me. But in case you're a new listener, you can catch me every day on all streaming platforms. And you can catch me every day on my website, fatgirlsnoop.com. That's PHATGYRL Snoop.com. And remember, that is PHAT as in pretty, hot, and tempting. Have a great hump day, my people. Peace and love.